European Commission of Energy, Honorable Minister representing various ISA member countries, Director General of ISA, Mr. Upendra Tripathi, distinguished speakers, friends from the media. Good afternoon. I extend a warm welcome to all at the World Solar Technology Summit by International Solar Alliance. It is indeed a privilege for me to speak at this inaugural World Solar Technology Summit with leading academic scientists, technology developers, researchers and innovators and policymakers in solar energy sector. In our collective journey to make solar energy technologies not only available to all countries, but also make them adaptable and affordable for common people, this summit will play a seminal role. We are pleased that the first summit level meeting is taking place in India. At the largest intergovernmental international organization with its headquarters in India, ISA is not only a testament to India's unwavering faith in multilateralism, but also a commitment to a better, sustainable and green future. The ISA has been making rapid strides since its launch at the UN Climate Change Conference in Paris on 30 November 2015 by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and the then French President. The alliance reflects the vision and the firm belief that the benefits of the sun could be used to bring together the people of this planet for a shared solution to our energy needs. The desire behind that vision has always been to make solar energy accessible and affordable for the poor by addressing the various financial and technological factors that currently impede such access. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, increasingly and rightly so, Indian oil and gas companies are actively taking part in this clean energy transition. In order to reduce carbon footprint, these companies will be focusing more on green energy investments such as renewable, biofuels and hydrogen going forward. We are also actively encouraging industry in general, oil and gas companies in particular, become participants in this solar transition. I am happy to announce that 5 public sector undertakings under our ministry will be joining ISA Coalition for Sustainable Climate Action as corporate partners and will be contributing twice as corpus fund. These public sector undertakings include Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, ONGC, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, IOCL, Bharat Corporation Limited, BPCL, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, HPCL, and Gas Authority of India Limited, GAIL. Our oil and gas companies are also making efforts to deploy solar panels across the value chain of their operation, and current installed solar capacity is 270 megawatt. Additional 60 megawatt solar capacity will be added in the coming years. We have taken up the mission of solarizing about 50% of the fuel station owned by the PSU companies in the next 5 years. More than 5,000 fuel stations of Indian Oil and the largest public sector oil marketing company were solarized last year. A sustainable amount of solar PV capacity was also added by oil and gas companies during the last few years. The oil and gas public sector undertaking are increasingly evaluating new opportunities in the solar and renewable energy space for the diversification. Recently, French major Total has also announced investment of buying over 2 gigawatt operating PV plants in India. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic presented challenges, we are in the process of overhauling India's supply chain and reduce over-dependency on the import of the solar modules. Under the Atmanirbhar Bharat or Self-Reliant India reform announced by Honorable Prime Minister Modi, our country has received proposals from various players for over 10 gigawatt of fresh solar equipment manufacturing. In line with Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's call to action for the developing low-cost indoor solar cooking solution, our company IOCL has tied up with the Sun Rocket System, a US-based startup working in the niche area of solar energy-based products. We're encouraging Indian oil and gas companies to develop such innovative and scalable tie-ups in solar sector, which have the potential to make nationwide impact. The platform provided by ISA perfectly fits and matches growing energy needs of countries across the globe. The oil and gas companies in India will work closely with ISA to explore opportunities for implementation of solar-based projects within India as well in other countries, particularly other developing countries where ISA is focusing for faster development of solar energy infrastructure. I'm confident that large energy partnership of Indian oil gas industry will pave the way for a new era of solar development not only within India but also outside. Excellency and distinguished delegates, with a clear vision and augmentation of sufficient resource, there is a need for collective efforts of all levels, governments, industry leaders, innovators and academic and technology developers to ensure that benefits of revolution become accessible to all countries across the globe. The key to this information transformation and transition in its advances is solar technology and their deployment at affordable price globally. I once again would like to congratulate my ministerial colleague and President of ISA Assembly, Sri R.K. Shinti, the Director General of ISA, Mr. Upendra Tripathi, and other officials from ISA for bringing together the key stakeholders of the solar technology in a single platform through this summit. I am confident that your continued support to the ISA and its initiative and to be a part of this very important global journey for the benefits of the humanity. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.